Welcome, fellow explorers of Magic the Gathering. I am Lady Miriel Rivermyst of the Rivermyst Arcana, your guide to all things magical. Today's topic comes to us courtesy of Arcana friend Maya Morgan 42. We always welcome such excellent suggestions for discussion topics. In today's gathering, we shall delve into one of the most iconic and potent card types in Magic the Gathering, the Planeswalker. This card type can indeed be somewhat perplexing, since you, the player, are also referred to as a Planeswalker. Thus, today, we shall explore what distinguishes a Planeswalker card and how it compares to you as the player. In the lore of Magic the Gathering, a Planeswalker is a powerful mage with the ability to traverse the myriad planes of existence. On the battlefield, a Planeswalker is represented by a unique type of permanent card, symbolizing these formidable beings joining forces with you to secure victory. As the player, you are also a Planeswalker, a powerful entity guiding the action, casting spells, summoning creatures, and, of course, commanding other Planeswalkers. However, there are key distinctions between you and the Planeswalker cards under your control. Firstly, your life total represents your endurance in the game. Should it reach 0, you lose the game. Conversely, a Planeswalker's loyalty counters function much like a life total for the Planeswalker. Should their loyalty diminish to 0, they depart the battlefield, symbolizing that they have exhausted their power or been vanquished. Planeswalker cards are governed by a unique set of rules. They enter the battlefield with a certain number of loyalty counters, displayed in the lower right corner of the card, which represent their strength and commitment to aiding you. The Planeswalker's loyalty may be increased or decreased by activating the card's abilities, special powers that can significantly impact the game. These abilities are typically divided into 4 categories: plus abilities that increase loyalty, minus abilities that decrease loyalty, 0 or free abilities that do not affect loyalty, and ultimate abilities that often have a game-altering effect but require a significant investment in loyalty to activate. You may only utilize a Planeswalker's special abilities during your turn at what is referred to as sorcery speed, meaning that you may use their abilities only during the pre-combat or post-combat main phases. Planeswalkers do not suffer from summoning sickness as creatures do. Therefore, you may play a Planeswalker and use one of its special abilities in the very same turn. Utilizing a special ability does not cause the card to tap, but you may employ only one special ability per turn, regardless of how much loyalty the Planeswalker has available. To use a Planeswalker's minus ability, the Planeswalker must have sufficient loyalty remaining to activate that ability. For instance, the Planeswalker Liliana Vess enters the game with 5 loyalty points. She could employ her minus ability, which costs 2 loyalty points, thereby reducing her total to 3. However, she could not use her powerful ultimate ability, which costs 8 loyalty points. She would need to use her plus ability at least 3 times to amass enough loyalty points to activate her ultimate ability. Planeswalkers may be targeted by your opponent's creatures and spells, much as you may be. When your opponent attacks or casts a direct damage spell, they may choose to direct their damage towards you or your Planeswalker. This means that Planeswalkers can absorb damage that might otherwise diminish your life total, acting as a valuable shield in the game. It is important to note, however, that your opponent decides how to allocate the damage when attacking. Let us examine some combat scenarios to further elucidate how Planeswalkers function. In this instance, you have played Jace, the Mind Sculptor. He enters the game with 3 loyalty, as shown in the lower right corner of the card. Suppose your opponent attacks you with a Serra Angel and declares that the Serra Angel's damage will be directed towards Jace rather than you. The Serra Angel's 4 power exceeds Jace's 3 loyalty, destroying him and sending him to the graveyard. However, had you previously used Jace's plus ability, that would have increased his loyalty to 5, allowing him to withstand the Serra Angel's attack. In that case, he would still lose 4 loyalty, leaving him with only 1 remaining loyalty point. In this scenario, you have played Garruk Wildspeaker. This time, your opponent attacks with a Hill Giant and assigns the damage to you instead of Garruk. Planeswalkers cannot block an opponent's attack as creatures can, so Garruk cannot absorb the damage on your behalf. Thus, you would lose 3 life points. Additionally, your opponent follows up by casting a Lightning Bolt on Garruk. The 3 damage destroys Garruk and sends him to the graveyard. This has been a costly turn for you indeed. As demonstrated in the combat examples, once a Planeswalker's loyalty is reduced to 0, whether through damage or the use of its special abilities, the card is sent to your graveyard, no longer able to assist you in the battle. Do note that this is the graveyard, not exile. Therefore, if you possess a card that allows you to return a Planeswalker or any permanent from the graveyard, you may restore your Planeswalker to the battlefield. In summary, Planeswalkers are formidable allies that bring unique abilities to the battlefield. Understanding how to manage their loyalty and when to deploy their abilities can be crucial to your success. Thank you for joining today's gathering. If you enjoyed this discussion, please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more Magic the Gathering tips and strategies. Until next time, may your Planeswalkers ever stand strong by your side.